Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus reading for October 28th, 2023. Full moons close out cycles. Lunar eclipses can take up to 6 months to a year to work itself out. I know that sounds a little bit long, but it is what it is. The direction this reading is going in is number 8, people, new supportive connections. Number 8 is a power number. So these can be powerful people in powerful situations or somebody who empowers you. And they're new. So this is a new connection and it's supportive. This is really, really nice. You may be this for somebody. Somebody may be this for you. But it feels very generous and it feels very progressive. Okay, great. You have as your focus for the next 2 weeks the Star card. It's a wish card. It's accomplishment, success, healing, recovery. It's associated with Aquarius. The star is very future oriented for me. Because it's associated with Aquarius, there's technology and information involved. It doesn't have to be technology, but information 100%. So you may get information or from new connections, from new supportive people around you. And this can be something that furthers you or furthers an idea, a situation for the future. It's a very hopeful card. It's almost like we're being led somewhere. Something is under a lucky star, or it feels that way. It's a very hopeful card. There is some vulnerability that is associated with the star card. But one of the things that is interesting about the star card is that information that is available to you or one person is available to everybody else, right? It all goes back into the collective pool of information. And it's a hopeful card. It's nice. I like it. Okay, so let's see what is closing out for you. You have the Six of Swords. This is moving on. This can be mentally or it can be actually physical, but we're looking for a place in which to understand what just happened, what just took place, the information that I've collected up until now. What does it all mean? But we want to do it from a quieter mind, a quiet place, right? From choppy waters to calmer waters. This is moving on. But it comes after the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is a very difficult card. It is dramas that are playing out. And so after the drama, we want to take ourselves away from that drama and find a quiet place to kind of recuperate, but also to take stock into what just happened. 6 is balance, right? So 6 is always finding balance in the situation. Cool. Then we have a 7, which is the Chariot. This is also more moving on, so there can be some actual physical movement. You may have to travel a lot. You may be traveling. You may be moving. This is somebody who's very self-confident because they know where the direction they're going in. They've aligned themselves. So their heart, their head, right, how they feel about something, what they think about something, what they know about something, is all in alignment, and they know the direction that they're headed. They're very self-confident. This is associated with Cancer. It's a success and triumph card. It is really about taking opposing thoughts and assimilating them, right? And then really understanding the situation so you know the direction that you're heading in. It's a good card. And it's a pivotal one, I think. You know where you're going with this card. You know where you're headed. Another 7. So 7 is associated with the planet Uranus. So there's surprises, thinking outside of the box, It's an interesting card. These are the 7 planets that are offering you 7 choices. So that can cause a little bit of confusion. What do I want? What do I really want, right? But what we're doing is we're closing out that feeling of what direction am I going? What do I really want here? So you may have some more choice in front of you. You may have some confusion in those choices, but this is asking you to ground those lofty ideas, right? It's not building castles in the sand. It's asking you to ground some of those. However weird and wonderful they may be, they're not doing much in the clouds unless you ground them, right? Unless you make something of it, unless you create something from it, which you probably will with that Ace of Swords, because this is clarity, right? The questions in our mind, the confusion that we have, we find clarity with the Ace of Swords. Really nice card. It is winter timing card, and winter's coming up, so maybe we're moving towards that time of year where some action needs to be taken, but it's action through truth, through clarity. This is beginning a whole new cycle, and this can be through people that have helped us or shown us the light, right? Maybe we're moving towards these people. Maybe they're giving us great advice. Maybe you're one of the person who's giving great advice here, or saying, try this action, take this, do this particular thing. Maybe you're helping other people to kind of clear up their vision as well. But this is you. This is triumph and security. So you have 2 triumphant cards here. Really, really nice. It is taking action, and it is the beginning of a new cycle of action. Now, the Ace of Swords is mental, but it's also mental activity and actual physical activity. However, we're wielding a sword here, and swords can be the beginning of a fight. And that doesn't have to be a fight with somebody. It can just be a battle that we're going into. And let's face it, the swords cards are one of the more difficult suits, but this means that you're kind of guaranteed triumph and security. If nothing else, you're guaranteed clarity. You're guaranteed that you will understand the situation more and more as you move through this cycle. And remember, we are looking out towards something towards the future, right? This is interesting. This is the Knight of Swords, wielding the sword, right? This is the knight in shining armor who comes in to save the day. Now, people get very upset about this card, and I don't really know why. It can be a person, it can be a scenario, it can be a situation, it can be information that comes in, right? Information, the star, Aquarius, that comes in to like help alleviate, and maybe you get the right answers. Maybe all the information comes to you that you need to move successfully through grounding some ideas that you have, or moving to a new place or a new situation or a new mindset. It's a good card, but it's something that comes in quickly that can leave just as quick. This can absolutely be epiphanies with the High Priestess card. This can be things that are being done secretively. The High Priestess is your sacredness, right? What you deem sacred, because that is the structure that you build everything upon. It's the bare bones. So if the magician is the vision, the concept, the skill that you say, hey, I want to master this, the High Priestess is the structure on which you put those details upon. But you need a good solid structure. So again, whatever you find sacred. So let's say you find beauty sacred here, right? Like maybe then you become a hairdresser, or an interior designer, right? Or just designer, period. Because you find that beauty is important in the world. Whatever you deem sacred is very possible the structure on which you should be building or putting your accoutrement on. Okay? It's an important card. It's really an important card. It is spirituality. And that's what I mean. What do you find sacred? What do you believe is sacred? She does, like the Chariot card, right, sit between the two polarities, the middle path. She can see both sides of a situation. She knows the secrets. Okay? But this can be things that are being done behind the scenes, in secret. All right, let's get some more information here. Wow, we have Happy Home. This is a great card, the Ten of Cups. This is the Happily Ever After card. It is the couple from the Two of Cups that have emotionally matured. Okay, so they took that love that they had for each other. They built a happy home, happy family. Life is good, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but it came through a lot of hard work, and it came through the idea of faith in themselves, faith in the universe, faith in the world, faith in their emotional bond. But this is the card of faith, and what can come through having faith in yourself, right? Or whatever. But it is the Happily Ever After card. And it is the accumulation of your emotional cycle that you had gone through. You may be moving towards a new home, a new area for sure. And I think if you are moving, you can be very pleased and very happy with this new place. I think it'll be very agreeable. Or if you purchase a new vehicle, can also be something very nice. Maybe you're getting like an RV or something in which you can travel, and sort of like you're traveling home for somebody. That's also possible. And it takes you away from difficult emotional situations. Nice. Yeah, interesting. Another 7. So that's 3 sevens. This is very not cookie cutter, right? This is very out of the box energy. This is the card of unstable efforts. So that kind of goes along with that 7 of Cups, which is not knowing or having that confusing choices. And this is strategizing. So this is taking that Ace of Swords and saying, okay, I know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to ground some of these ideas, or figure out how to make that proper choice for myself. I'm going to do some strategizing. But this is finding clarity and that one thought within the strategizing, right? He's taking the 5 swords away from the enemy's camp so they can't be used against him. Right? That's a strategy. But it is also unstable efforts. I do want to pull one more card for this. Because you have triumph and security there, you have the Ace of Swords, you see things very clearly. So this can also be hidden enemies. Or it can also be to watch your surroundings. It doesn't have to be tragic. I got this card when there were bears in my garbage. You know what I mean? So it means that I had to bungee the garbage so that they couldn't pull out garbage. That kind of thing. It's shoring up your stuff, your atmosphere, your surroundings. That kind of thing. It doesn't have to be scary. I think with the Ace of Swords there, though, you can see things clearly. 4 of Wands. That's a really nice card. You have good cards. The Four of Wands is sharing joy. It's the rite of passage card. So these are people that think like us, that act like us. It's a celebratory energy. They may be inviting you in. You may be inviting them in. There may be parties going on secretively, right? Maybe we're invited to a surprise party or a surprise wedding or something like that. Like something unexpected came in. I didn't know that they were working on this. Wow, this is fantastic. Let's go and join them. This could be the marketplace even. With these two cards, though, it feels very, well, new connections, right? New supportive connections. That's definitely this card. If it is the marketplace or it's the new neighborhood, right? Or it's the new apartment complex, there are people that think like you, that feel like you, the village, the whatever. It feels very much like home. It feels very much like a celebratory energy. Again, maybe you're invited to a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a sweet 16, whatever those rites of passages are, marriage, it doesn't matter. It can be it's shared joy. Maybe you're going to have a housewarming party, a welcome home party, that kind of thing. And it can be on the down low with the Seven of Swords, and just nobody's supposed to know about it, right? So make sure that everybody gets the message that it's a surprise and nobody's supposed to let anybody else know. It's that kind of energy. It doesn't feel bad at all. It feels quite fun, and there's shared joy. There's a lot of happiness here. I think that looks fun to me. But, I hope I didn't ruin anybody's surprise, because there's a couple of things here that are saying that things are sort of trying to be kept under wraps. Okay. One last card. What does Spirit want you to know? And don't forget you have the Star card there as well, which is also a very hopeful and happy card. You have the Five of Cups. Lamentation, moving on. That's this. All right, so this is very much a moving on card for me. Acceptance, forgiveness, pessimism, regret. For me, the Five of Cups is that this is a time, and probably what is happening here is you're going to pivot now. You're going to see what is still good, what is still standing in your situation. Cups are water, so they're emotional, so this can be grieving a bit, right? And that definitely feels it with this card, but this is moving out, right? It's a full moon, so it's closing out this cycle. And so maybe you have the ability now to see what is still good, what is still standing in your situation, and concentrate on that. And when you do that, you create more of that. Go ahead and, move through the grieving process. I think that's very important, but do not stay there too long, because that can become depression. However, you have some really, really great cards here. I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I do think you're going to move on. I think you're going to be very happy with an outcome. There's shared joy here. Okay, Sag, thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take good care.